Doctor, if you only knew the conversations that came, I'm flabbergasted, but it makes me happy.
Yeah. So what you guys would typically do is just kind of on the inside of her ear.
Yeah, she's due a bath, but I haven't been wanting to bathe her.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, and then you just kind of squeeze it and you can see where it starts to bleed a little bit right
Yeah.
there. Usually.
Stay still. You gotta get your blood.
It's still coming out of there.
Yep.
You can take the tiniest amount and just touch it to the side of them. Alright.
It's like puffing a pimple.
You don't like poking her too many times, so. I know, I'm sorry. There we go. So she's just got a little tiny one spot right there, and you can touch it to the side of the. Come on.
Finally had it.
There we go.
You touch it to both sides.
459, yeah. So she's running a little high.
What should it be?
It ideally should be somewhere in the 200 range.
So
Okay.
it's too much insulin?
So no, she needs more. She needs more insulin.
Her
She
sugar
needs
is
more
running too
insulin.
high right now. She's at. So, what you ideally want is, when she eats, that's usually when her sugar is at its highest, and so that's when she gets her insulin, and it should come down to the normal range. Over a course of about 6 hours, and then about 6 hours after that, she'll have be back up, in time for another meal and insulin every 12 hours.
Right.
So,
Okay.
So about 6 hours after giving her insulin, you can check her blood sugar and see what it looks like. Typically in the hospital, it'll be a little bit more raised than what it'll be at home, just because stress can influence it. But yeah, I mean, so you guys gave it a 10. That's 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's been about 6 hours, a little bit less.
So instead of 3 units, she might be needing to get more like 6, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
But what if she doesn't eat that much?
If she doesn't eat, I don't think I would want to increase her insulin. And I think that part of the problem is there's probably something else that is affecting her diabetes and
Yes,
causing
the
her
cushion.
to get thrown off a little bit.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, that's.
Are you going to give her an antibiotic shot?
Yes.
So we can't keep this?
No, we need this one here.
Okay.
We used to have a couple extra ones, and I'm not sure if we already gave them away. And we see diabetes pretty frequently, but if you decide you want to grab one online,
Yeah, you do.
you can try it and see.
It should be in the 2s for diabetes.
Honestly, at its lowest point, it should be probably like 150 to 200.
So what it means by that is just when she's ready to get that next meal,
Yeah.
it should be in the mid 100s.
If you check it, no. So if you check it right before her meal, at the beginning of the day, it could be higher than that. It usually will probably be more like 300 or sometimes even higher. But what I want to see is that she's responding to the insulin, and so when you give it, and you check it 6 hours after giving her insulin, that's when it should be at its lowest point. And then, over a 12-hour period, it'll dip down to its lowest point in about 6 hours, and then 6 hours after that, it'll be back up to its high point where it needs another shot.
Okay. Because we have messed around with her insulin because we thought since she wasn't eating, because she was getting, what was it, 9?
The first reason for messing around with her
Well-
insulin was her drunken, woozy,
Right.
comatose state. The second reason had to do with the tapering off of her intake of food.
Yeah. So likely she was getting too much and she was getting hypoglycemic.
Sorry.
So it was
Yes.
bringing her sugar too low.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have kind of dropped it even further just because of the not eating, and so now we're not really sure where her dose
Right.
should be. And it's, I don't want to, if she's been managed pretty well at 3 units, I don't necessarily want to change that yet
Well,
because
that was on us. Like she
so
was
what was,
she
yeah,
was.
what was she good at?
What was it?
Was she ever
9?
at a point where she was doing
No,
great?
it was, I want to say 6 or 7 was.
Is that where she was at? I can't remember now.
Well, there was a time back in the day she was at 8 or 9, but that's fallen off over time. I would be comfortable starting to give her 5 and just see,
Yeah.
and then go from there with the
It's
monitor.
just if there is something else causing insulin resistance, typically if you raise their insulin and then we fix the infection, you could be giving her too much insulin again.
Right,
you know?
right.
So
Got it,
having
got
so
it,
basically
got
we're doing 3 units, fixing or treating for underlying problems, and basically if we don't find anything or just she doesn't
Got
respond, you could increase her insulin at that point and see if that
Okay.
does anything. But I probably wouldn't simultaneously give
Well-
her antibiotics and things and increase her insulin because she would probably
Got
burn
it,
out. Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Alrighty. So that's 1 injection is an antibiotic.
That's bigger than the normal one, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit more volume. And then the other one is actually for nausea. It should help her appetite and keep her from throwing up. This one may sting a little bit. Oh, you did so good, didn't you flinch? Alrighty. And then these are the probiotics I was telling you guys about.
And what do we do with these?
Just once a day, pop one out and open it and sprinkle it on her food.
Okay.
And
Cool.
that should kind of get her stool looking a little bit more normal.
Once a day. Thank you so much.